When I hang out with American people, I didn't use slang. I feel like I don't belong to this.
Because I remember when I met you, you talked very proper.
Or why the English is so hard to understand.
Of what I said earlier, like there's a lot of words that sound the same, but they mean completely different things.
No hay manera de aprender ningún idioma si no se expone al idioma que tú quieras aprender.
There, and there.
I use Google Translate.
Yeah, I mean, you probably double your chances. Because now, like you, for example, you had a job that was, mainly Spanish speaking, but you could also get pulled to the English speaking side. You have double the chances to have work.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Amigos Story Makers, bienvenidos a este nuevo episodio donde vamos a hablar esta vez sobre la importancia del idioma inglés. Si usted vive en los Estados Unidos o vive en un país que se habla inglés como de lengua, de primera lengua. Entonces la idea de este episodio es que yo me voy a exponer con el poco inglés que yo tengo para comunicarme con una persona que totalmente habla inglés, para que ustedes vean que si yo puedo comunicarme con el poco inglés que yo tengo, ustedes también pueden hacerlo. Así que dejen sus comentarios acerca de este episodio, esto va a ser chulísimo, vamos a pasarla bien, vamos a aprender. Y nada, sin más, hoy presento a mi super invitada, Hanna O'Reilly. She's my special guest. She's a content creator and she's a reporter. And welcome, Hanna.
Thank you so much. I just want to say I did understand a little bit about what you said. You said one moment, uno momento,
Yeah, un momento, en un momento.
Okay, and then you said special guest, and I understood that.
Ah, you got it.
A little bit.
Yeah, what I said is I'm gonna try to communicate, to speak with you, to talk with you in English. Even my English is not enough. Yeah, but it's not enough to do a fluently conversation.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And this is for the people outside. Then they try to improve their English skills.
Yes.
And I said in Spanish, I'm gonna try to translate in English. What I said, if I can't do that, everybody can do. Try to learn English.
Yes.
Why? Because when you move, I was talking about it earlier. When you move to different countries, then that country speak different language that you speak in your own country.
Right.
You can't assume that the people speak your language.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's supposed to be inverse. You have to learn the language that the country where you move.
Yes. So you feel that if you are moving to a country, you should learn their native language instead of them learning your language, even though you're in their country. Correct?
Correct.
Got it.
Correct. And I'm going to expose me.
You're going to expose yourself?
Yeah, I'm going to expose. Thank you. I'm going to
welcome.
expose myself. And I'm going to try to speak English with you, about whatever, about different topics. And just I want the people know that if I can speak English, even I didn't go to school for a long time. Everybody can speak English.
Yes.
If I can do that, everybody outside can speak English. It's just to encourage.
Yeah, motivate, encourage.
It's just like motivate the people that speak English.
Yeah.
Or whatever language that is not their own language, that's the first language. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I will say though, I do want to say, English is not easy. And that's coming from somebody who only speaks English. It's not easy.
Why you say it's not easy?
So you got to give yourself some credit because it's a very difficult language.
Thank you so much.
Because there's a lot of words that are in the English language that have multiple meanings. And some words are said the same way, but they're spelled different ways. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I remember my cousin when he told me that just try to learn one word per day. Mm-hmm. You know, if you're in the restaurant, just learn about forks, spoon, plates, one word per day.
Yeah.
And I did that. I tried to learn one word per day, and when I talking with people like you, mm-hmm. that you speak really fast, and sometimes mm-hmm. you understand that I got everything that you're saying.
Yes, it is, but I speak fast even for English speakers.
Okay, you speak fast
yes.
even for English speaker.
Correct. I speak fast in general. So I can only imagine how you feel, not only having a little bit of a language barrier, but also I'm talking at the speed that I talk. It's very quick.
Yeah.
So it's hard. Like even my sisters and I, when we talk, sometimes we have to say slow down because it's so quick.
But they got what you're saying.
Yes, but sometimes it's still really quick, and I need, I still need people to slow down. Some people talk really fast, like me.
Yeah.
It can be difficult.
Yeah.
Again, give yourself some credit.
Thank you.
It's a tough language, and I talk fast.
Oh, why the English is so hard to understand?
Why is English so hard to understand?
Yeah.
I think it's because of what I said earlier. Like, there's a lot of words that sound the same, but they mean completely different things.
For example?
For example, this is one that we went over when we would work together on you trying to strengthen your English skills. Match. You remember this?
Yeah, I remember much.
Match. So I was explaining to you that match means, it could mean two people that have similar interests, they match up. It could mean you light a candle with a match. There was another one that I think we did that was similar. I mean, this is an example.
Yeah, there's a lot of words that is similar.
Yeah, they're said the same way, they're spelled the same way, but then sometimes it's a lot. For example, there, and there.
Yeah, could you explain that?
Yes.
What's the different meanings about three there's? See, because sound the same thing.
Yeah, it's very difficult, and they're all spelled differently. See, now you're testing my knowledge. This is going to be good for my skills, my English skills. So there can mean a place. So I want to go there. So I could mean I want to go there to the other side of the room. I want to go there to another country. There can be used to symbol a place. You could also say there as a way of saying somebody owns something. So that's their car.
I heard about hi there, like a greeting.
Right. See, that's an interesting one. I would say that's more of like slang. That's more like, hey there.
Your advice could be that learn the right way in English or just the slang English. What do you think is better? I mean, to learn, if I want to communicate with the regular people outside.
I would say if you had to choose one, it would probably be best to speak the correct way instead of slang, because it's easier for someone to understand what you're trying to say if you're saying something like the basics. So let's say you were being super proper, you personally, and you came in the room and you said, hello, how are you today? I know what you're trying to say. You could also come in and say, hey, what's up? What's going on? But I think you're going to have a better chance of everybody in the room understanding what you're saying if you say things the proper way. Slang can come later. You'll learn slang, but you need to have the basics first. You know?
Yeah, the basics first, and then you can, slang is like an advanced lesson.
Yeah, that comes with hanging out with people, having experiences. That you'll learn that as you go.
Yeah, but when I hang out with American people and I didn't use slang, I feel like I don't belong to this.
I understand what you mean. Because I remember when I met you at our job, my last job.
That you bully me a lot of time. We're gonna talk about it.
Oh, this is an anti-bullying podcast. I'm in the wrong place. No, I'm kidding.
No, you're good. You're good.
But I remember you talked very proper.
Like what proper means? Sorry.
No, that's okay. It means like you talked very like
very polite.
Yeah, and like
very correct.
Correct, very correct.
Okay.
I wouldn't say polite. Polite means nice.
Oh, yeah, but I was nice.
Well, depends on the day. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But you spoke very proper or correct. Sorry. Right.
I have to talk correct because I don't want the people misunderstand what I'm saying.
Right. And there is a little bit of an accent too. You have a little bit of an accent. So
really? You think so?
Are you being sarcastic with me?
No. Okay, no. I promise. I don't want to be sarcastic with you. No anymore.
No. But I mean, like, yeah, you have.
Of course, I have an accent. You have an accent too.
I have an accent. I'm sure I do.
Yeah.
Valley girl.
But what Valley girl means?
Like, hey guys, what's up?
Okay, we call people like that Poppy. Poppy is like a fresh girl.
Oh, Poppy, I like that. Maybe I'm like Poppy. Poppy?
Poppy, yeah, Poppy. Poppy.
Puppy, like the dog?
Yeah. Yeah, but no, hang on.
Next chapter.
No, hang on. Poppy is a phrase, Dominican phrase, that means fancy.
Oh.
Could be fancy.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
Not dog.
Fancy. Much different. Okay, so when I met you, you spoke very correct. But I understood what you were saying. And when you speak very correct, and let's say you're trying to speak correct, but you mix up a word or you say the wrong word, I knew what you were trying to say because you were speaking so correct that it's easier for me to figure out what you meant to say.
Yeah, but even I want to speak correct. I did a lot of mistakes, trying to, because I need words to complete my sentences. And what I do is grab those words and put in the context. But
so you're like fork, water, pizza.
Exactly. But sometimes I don't know organize these words.
I understand.
Do you understand?
Because you're speaking so correct that even when they're out of order, I still know what you're trying to say. But if you were trying to do slang and then the slang is out of order, that may be a little more confusing.
Okay.
So that's my point. Like, I think it is better to speak more correct when you go somewhere. But I understand slang makes you feel like you're part of the club.
Yeah, it's like I belong here.
Maybe I didn't want you in the club. Personally. I just said, nah, you're not in our club.
Why not?
You don't know slang. I'm just kidding.
No, what I do is just listening to you or listening to the people that is talking in English.
Right.
And just, because I think English is more than educate your ear.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think so. It's a little difficult for me to know some of the tactics to learning English the way you do just because I don't know any different. So I've never had to try and see it through somebody else's point of view. To me, I walk in a room and I'm like, "What's up, guys?" And most times people in the room know what I'm trying to say. But you might be sitting there like, "Guys, there's girls in here too. What are you talking about?" It's not proper or it's not correct. So I never had to take a second and slow down and think about what I'm saying and who my audience is until I started working with you. It kind of, you were a good practice for me. It made me think.
Yeah, I'm agree with that.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, I really have to think about this.
I'm gonna speak Spanish because
Okay.
my story makers are, most of them are Spanish people.
Yes.
Entonces, para que ustedes entiendan, yo estoy haciendo, bueno, no un esfuerzo sobrehumano, pero me estoy comunicando con ella, con una persona que habla inglés totalmente, no habla español. Entonces, como lo dije al principio, la idea es que ustedes se expongan también. No hay manera de aprender ningún idioma si no se expone al idioma que tú quieras aprender. Entonces, por ejemplo, le voy a dar unos tips a mi gente. Yo tengo aquí abierto, en esta computadora, yo tengo aquí abierto Google Translate, el traductor de Google, mírenlo aquí. Entonces, la palabra que yo no entiendo o que quiero decir y no sé el significado o no sé cómo expresarlo, yo uso el Google Translate, uso la traducción de Google, lo tengo en mi teléfono también. Entonces, cuando estoy hablando con la persona en inglés y hay una palabra que no la comprendo o no sé cómo traducirla en inglés, yo uso normal mi Google Translate. I use the Google Translate a lot. Because if I don't understand what it's saying, and I don't have in English the word what I want to say, I just use the Google Translate. That makes sense?
Do you think it works well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
And I just say, hey, wait a second. Let me put the word what I like to say you in English because sorry.
There's a little bug in here.
Okay, this is another special guest, probably.
Oh, I brought a friend. I thought we could bring friends. I brought a little fly with me.
Oh no, it's just I don't know.
There's a little gnat in the air.
All right. Lo que le estaba diciendo entonces a mi gente es que no tengan miedo en exponerse a las personas que hablan inglés. Yo no fui 2 o 3 años a estudiar inglés en un sitio. Yo vine aquí, como les dije, sí me inscribí en un instituto, duré como 2 meses y después escuchando a la gente en inglés, mi oído se fue entrenando y usando yo sí veía muchos videotutoriales de gramática y de vocabulario y llevándome de mi primo que me dijo que me aprendiera una palabra por día. Entonces mi vocabulario se fue extendiendo. Y así cuando ya la gente repetía lo mismo, porque al final son las mismas palabras que se repiten. You repeat a lot of words, over and over. I mean, like, hello, how are you? What's up? You repeat that every day.
Yes.
Y cuando yo escuchaba eso, yo sabía que lo que estaba pasando. Pero deben exponerse. Just expose yourself.
Yes.
No hay un atajo para aprender un idioma que no sea estudiando por ti mismo y exponiéndote a las personas que hablan el idioma que tú quieres aprender. Sea inglés, sea chino, sea mandarín, sea portugués, sea italiano, cualquier idioma que sea. No se puede pretender, esa es mi posición, tú no puedes pretender que al país que tú vayas se adapten al idioma con el que tú vienes, porque no funciona así. No funciona así. Tú tienes que aprenderte el idioma del país donde tú vas. You have to learn the language from the country that you moved to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, yes. I mean, I would find that would probably be easiest, just because if a majority of the people around you are speaking a certain language, you want to know what's going on and be in the loop. Also, I pray that whole thing wasn't on camera while you were talking, because I hit the table with my shoe. I'm trying to fix my pants. So I apologize.
Yeah, but the camera was...
Oh,
yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. No problem. You're
Okay,
good. Nobody knew that.
Well, I exposed myself.
Yeah, you exposed yourself.
Sorry.
You see, ella se expone ella misma también para decir lo que ella quiere decir. And Hannah.
Yes.
Okay. Have you been in different countries?
Yes.
Where?
I've been to Italy, Germany, Austria.
Italy. Okay, Italy is fine. Mm-hmm. The language in Italy, obviously, is
Italian.
Italian.
Yes.
Okay, but the people speak English, not Italian, with you.
It was tough. It was a lot of Italian.
Could you talk to me about your experience in Italy.
Yeah.
Italy.
Now, luckily, there are a lot of people in Italy that do speak English, or at least a little bit of English, just enough to get by. But it could be difficult. We were there, and a lot of people obviously spoke Italian. And there were times where I, was trying to communicate with people at restaurants or stores, and they didn't know what I was saying. I didn't know what they were saying. So we would do a lot of holding things up and pointing to things, and
Yeah, that's work.
that
Like,
worked. It worked.
I'm thirsty. Yeah, you have to use signs
Right.
if you don't. I use Google Translate. I'd rather use Google Translate.
Well, my phone didn't work over there.
Oh, really?
I didn't get a phone plan while I was over there.
Yeah, bro. Everybody have Wi-Fi.
Okay. Okay, well, that didn't work all the time for me. The service wasn't that great.
Okay. And
Next time I go to Italy, maybe you could pay for my Wi-Fi package.
hang on, I have some problem.
Oh,
here.
you're having a Wi-Fi problem here? Also, for anybody listening, can you explain to them that I use sarcasm a lot, so nobody thinks I'm being serious?
No problem. Okay, keep going. You speak English in Italy, or you try to speak Italian in Italy?
A little bit.
You learn some Italian
I learned a
words?
few words.
Like what?
So for
Like-
example, this is a good example, like what you were talking about. We would go out to eat for every meal. So at the restaurants, I would try to ask the waiter, how do I say this? How do I ask for this? So then when I went to the next restaurant, I knew how to say it.
What buongiorno means?
Hello,
Okay.
how are you?
And buonasera?
Good night.
Right, never mind.
Now we got to teach each other Italian. We got to get English and Spanish down first.
Yeah, you're right.
One chapter at a time.
Yeah, one chapter at a time. Yeah, you're right. And Hannah, next question. We have different culture, and that's another thing. Mm-hmm. I have to say that not Dominicans, Hispanic people, sometimes we have bad habits
Okay.
that we bring.
What's a bad habit? I've
bad.
never had a bad habit before.
Like
I only have good habits.
Like listening to music too loud.
Okay.
That's bother Americans. I know.
Why, you've done that and then somebody got mad?
No. But I know that we like to listen to music very loud.
Okay.
This is part of our culture. I'm so sorry. But what do you think about?
But I guess the same could go for even people, like, let's say the United States. I'm sure there people I'm sure. I know people in the United States have habits that I probably don't agree with. And I probably have habits
Like
that...
what? Like what?
Oh, I know one. You know what a lot of people do? Especially in Pennsylvania. They rev their car engine. Have you heard that? Like, when they rev the engine of the car.
What the rev engine means?
Like, it's not the horn, but they like the wheels.
Like a vroom,
Yes.
vroom.
They do that a lot. That's a big thing. I don't agree with that. Even though it's in the United States, I'm assuming it's a United States thing. I don't agree with it.
We horn a lot.
You do the horn?
Yeah, we do the horn a lot in DR. For nothing.
Yeah. I don't do the horn. See, that's another thing. A lot of people in the United States honk their horn. They lay on the horn. I don't do that either. So there's things that I don't do that even people in my own country do that I don't, I don't do. So I think there's pros and cons. So like, let's say you brought a habit over here. Maybe I'll like that habit. And maybe I want to pick up on that habit. So, but
It depends what.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
It depends.
Okay.
If it's honking the horn, no. If it's revving the engine, no.
No.
No, thank you.
Okay, Hannah, another question for you. Señores, dejen los comentarios de mi inglés. Yo estoy dispuesto a que ustedes me juzguen a su entera confianza acerca de mi inglés y el esfuerzo que yo estoy poniendo para tratar de comunicarme con ella en los temas que estamos hablando. Así que siéntase libre de poner los comentarios sea en Instagram o en Facebook o en YouTube y nosotros vamos a crecer porque esto al final es para que aprendamos todos. Hannah.
Yes.
I heard about bullying in the United States.
Oh, okay. Is this why you
Yeah.
brought me on here? To confront me about bullying you?
No. Yeah, not confront you, but we can talk about it.
Expose me?
No. No, it's just I'm trying to show that the thing that you think is bad for us is not bad.
Yeah.
And in inverse.
Right.
You know, and for example, we don't have. I mean, my generation. I'm gonna talk about my generation. We don't have bullying in DR. I mean, if people can't see, we call them blind, sub-blind. For example, people call me nose because I have a big nose.
That is terrible.
Why? People call me nose and I turn my head. Hey nose, and I turn my head.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because the only one that with big nose, it was me. And
You don't think that's mean? I mean, I guess it's good that you don't think that's mean. That's a good thing. Because then
No.
you'll never be offended.
no.
But if someone came up to me and said, hey, big nose.
Yeah, that's the question. Why you get offended so easy?
I just think we're taught to use kind words. Now, not everybody follows those rules. Obviously, I do. I always use kind words. Right?
No.
Yes,
no,
come
no.
on.
Don't
You were
be
supposed to
lying.
back me
Don't-
up.
Yeah, but don't be lying. Don't.
It's my habit. I always use kind words.
No, you don't always use kind words.
I always use kind words.
Okay, keep going. This is chapter 4.
Chapter 4. Where was it? What were we talking about? Bullying.
About bullying, yeah. And you were trying to bully at me, and you were wasting your time because we don't have bullying in DR.
Okay, for everybody listening, okay?
For everybody listening.
For everybody listening.
Okay, a lot of people is going to listen to this episode.
I know millions of people listen to this,
Thanks God.
Right?
It's a lot of I can get.
and then I'll get paid to be here.
I have another issue here.
Oh, there's always an issue.
Okay. Hang on.
Anyway,
Keep going.
what he's calling bullying, that was just me being sarcastic with him at work and making him a part of the club.
Hey, hang on, espérate, barájame al paso. Espérate, no te entendí bien, espérate. Ven, que hay cosas que yo no le entiendo lo que ella está diciendo. Just, could you repeat that phrase again?
So when I was bullying you, these
Yeah.
bullying accusations, I was just using sarcasm with you, joking with you, to make you feel part of the club, part of our friend group.
Oh, if I don't accept your bullying at me, I'm not part of your
Bullying is not the right word choice.
club. Explain that.
Bullying means I'm intentionally being mean to you to make you feel bad.
Okay.
Mine was a sign of endearment. I was
Hang on, what do you mean?
like a sign of you're one of my friends.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm joking. I know you're gonna laugh.
If I like to be your friend, I supposed to accept your bully at me?
I think I'm being bullied right now.
Who?
I'm being bullied.
No, why you say that?
I'm being bullied by you right now.
No.
We'll agree to disagree.
Okay.
A lot of times, at least my friends and I, if we're joking with you, we know we're doing it because you're gonna laugh. If I knew you wouldn't laugh at it or you would be upset about something, I wouldn't even bother saying anything. You know?
Yeah, I know.
If I wanted to make you upset, that would be bullying.
Okay. And then I never get upset when you try to bully at me.
But it's not bullying if you didn't get upset.
I got you. If I get upset, and then it's bullying.
If you got upset and I knew you were going to get upset, like I did it saying, I know this is going to make him upset, then yeah, I would say that's bullying.
Okay, lo que ella está diciendo es, para las personas que quieren entender, nosotros, lo voy a decir, I'm gonna talk in Spanish, in slang Spanish.
Okay.
Okay. Estamos hablando de dar cuerda. Entonces, yo le estoy diciendo a ella que en República Dominicana es difícil darle cuerda a una gente porque el que es ciego se le dice ciego, el que es manco se le dice manco, el que es mudo se le llama mudo, entonces la persona no se ofende por eso, porque le llamen por la condición que tienen. Yo le estoy preguntando a ella por qué aquí se ofenden fácil la persona. Entonces, ella me está diciendo que si tú te ofendes, entonces el bullying tiene efecto. Pero si tú no te ofendes con la cuerda que te vayan a dar aquí, entonces el bullying no tiene efecto. I just tried to translate what he's saying.
Okay.
And do you want to say another?
Yeah, I guess I guess it would be considered bullying in the Dominican because you guys don't get offended by it. So it's done as a friendly thing.
I think this generation get offense. I mean, quickly.
Well, that's another thing. That's a whole other thing. Certain generations are more sensitive than others.
Your generation are sensitive?
I think my generation
How old are you, Hannah?
How old am I?
Yeah.
I'll be 29 in 2 weeks.
20? Okay. 29 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be
30 seconds and
thought there was going to be a cake, thought there was going to be balloons. Nothing. Feliz cumpleaños.
Hey, say it again.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Yay!
I know a little bit. Yeah.
Hey, tú hablas español. Tú hablas un poco de español.
That's chapter 10.
You speak Spanish a little bit.
Ooh, barely.
Barely, like ay caramba.
Is that like, oh boy, oh.
Ay caramba is like oh boy.
Yeah,
it's
like oh no.
Oh my God. Ay caramba.
Right.
It depends the context.
Yeah.
You know.
So the generations.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of people that could go either way in my generation. We're kind of on the cusp. Some people get really offended by things. Some people can handle a little bit more. It all depends on the person. It all depends on your environment, how you were brought up.
What kind of thing offends you?
Offends me?
Yeah.
Not much.
Not much. You look like Dominican.
Really?
Yeah, because we don't get offense easy. Like you know.
I should go to the Dominican Republic.
And somebody have told you.
Has somebody ever been offended by something I've said?
The way.
Oh, should I say it slower?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Es que son demasiadas vainas juntas. Entonces, estamos en eso. Okay, that's the question.
Has somebody ever been offended by something I've said? Yes.
Yeah. Si por algo que tú hayas dicho, alguien se ha ofendido.
Yes. For sure.
And they told you, hey.
Yeah.
Don't.
Or they didn't tell me and I could tell by their body language.
Oh, you can tell.
Oh yeah, you can tell when somebody can't take a joke. I could tell immediately. Sometimes I can tell before I even tell the joke.
And you did that intentionally?
No, I would not do it intentionally. Because I never want to hurt somebody's feelings. So if I did, it would have been intentional. Unintentional.
Somebody
sorry.
have cried? With
cried?
Like, oh my God, you call me nose and big nose. And that's made me
maybe
feel...
my sisters, but that's
sisters.
sisterly
No,
love.
that's not count.
Friends, not that I know of. They never told me. I would hope not. I really try to avoid saying anything that would really hurt somebody's feelings. I don't get any gain out of that. You know, it doesn't benefit me to do that.
Yeah. People, don't try to call me big nose because I'm in the United States and I'm get offense.
Oh my gosh.
Don't call me nose. Don't try. Don't try.
I'm not saying anything.
Say whatever you wanna say.
Thank you, nose. I never would have even said anything about your nose. I could have thought of 10 other things I would have said before I brought up your nose.
I told the people that call me nose, big nose, that I don't have a big nose. I have a tiny face.
Oh,
That's different.
Which means tiny brain.
Not tiny brain, tiny face.
Well, if your face is small, then maybe...
Okay, Hannah. Okay.
I'm a roast.
Okay, Hannah. And anything else you want to say, you want to add about talking in different language?
I think anybody could do it.
Entonces, continuando con esta charla, en mitad en inglés y... No, 3/4 parte en inglés y toda la otra parte en español. It's more English than Spanish.
Ajá.
Yeah. Como le dije al principio, la idea es yo exponerme hablando inglés con una persona que no habla español para que ustedes entiendan que se puede. Usted poco a poco aprendiéndose una palabra por día, por ejemplo, o viendo tutoriales de gramática, o yendo a un instituto, pero sobre todo exponiéndose hablando inglés o hablando el idioma que usted quiera aprender con la persona que haya nacido en ese lugar, es la mejor forma de uno aprender ese idioma. Entonces yo lo que estoy haciendo es exponiendo lo que sé, lo poco que sé, con una persona que no habla español, y estamos haciendo una comunicación, tratando de hacer una comunicación efectiva. Así que, Hannah, anything else you want to say about whatever?
I just hope that I talk slowly, I make sense to people. This could be a topic for hours and hours on end.
Yeah.
So we're trying to condense it, and it's kind of difficult. But yeah, I guess if you really want to learn English, just listen closely to the people around you, and take it one day at a time. People will help you, as long as they're nice people. People will help you, you know?
People like you always help me. I mean, you always help me to understand the phrase, because when we got assignment, because estoy trabando mi lengua, because Hannah was a reporter when I work, and usually we work together, and
I tried to put myself in your shoes, and if I went to the Dominican Republic...
Yep, I hope.
One day for my birthday. 2 weeks, 5 minutes. And everyone around me was speaking Spanish, and I was working at a new job, and there's already so much pressure with work that the language shouldn't be another pressure for you. So if I can help you relieve that pressure, then I was going to do that. You know, I want you to succeed and be successful with speaking English, and I think you do a great job. And it was fun for me, because you would teach me Spanish sometimes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Now, sometimes I was teaching you English, and it was crazy words. Nothing that you could use on a day-to-day basis, but I'm glad. I was happy to do it.
Okay, and do you have any advice for people that want to learn English for the first time? I mean, any advice in English? Obviously, in English.
Yeah, we don't have another choice.
Yeah.
I don't know how to speak Spanish.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to translate what he's saying.
Okay, I would say really start with the basics. Don't get caught up in all the words that have different meanings for different things. Just start at a very low level. You'll make it pretty far with that. And don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated so easily. It takes a lot of work. I learn new words every day in the English language.
Really?
Yes. I'll read a book or listen to a podcast, and I'll say, "Oh, I never used that word before."
So the podcast like this.
Like this one, Issa Storymakers.
Right, you got it.
That's my number one. I listen to every
you're
day.
lying. No, you're lying.
Every day I listen.
Who was the last guest that I have?
Was it Hernan?
Hernan.
I listened.
Yeah, your friend, Hernan is your friend. Could you say something? Say hi to Hernan?
Hola, Hernan. If you're watching, which you are, I know you are.
He said that he speaks English better than Spanish.
And I commented, I also speak English better than Spanish.
I saw that. Perfect. And lo que ella está diciendo es que si tú quieres aprender inglés, empiece con lo básico. Que no trates de correr sin caminar. Que escuches todo lo que están hablando en inglés. Esto aplica para cualquier idioma, pero que escuches todo lo que están hablando a tu alrededor. Y lo que yo agrego a eso es que tu oído se va educando y se va entrenando poco a poco al acento y a la tonalidad y a la forma de que ellos están pronunciando las palabras.
I should have brought notes with me. I have a ton of examples of this. Like, I could say, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Or I could say,
I know what you do means. But if
I say, what are you doing? It changes
better,
the meaning.
yeah,
It's like, this is about me. What are you doing? That's a whole other meaning. Like, it could go on and on. There's so many examples of that. So the tone of voice.
Yeah, the tone of voice.
But, you know, I think for the most part, people around you will be able to tell that you're like a basic level English and you're trying and you're learning, and if your tone is off, I think they'll be able to pick up on that. So I wouldn't get too caught up on that. That takes time. I mean, I still talk to people every day that speak English and their tone is off.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that was a harsh tone. So it happens.
Okay. Bueno, gente querida, los story makers que están viendo este episodio, yo espero que ustedes yo no espero nada, ustedes hagan lo que ustedes quieran. Si ustedes entendieron, si no entendieron, no entendieron. No, yo estoy bromeando. Yo espero que ustedes se hayan sentido cómodos y cómodas viéndome a mí esforzarme en hablar con una persona nativa en inglés que no habla nada en español y tratando de hacer mi mejor esfuerzo para comunicarme con ella. Y la comunicación fue efectiva. Ella me entendió, yo la entendí. Yo uso, como le decía, el traductor de Google cuando estoy medio toqueado, cuando estoy medio trancado, porque necesito recursos para poder comunicarme mejor. Si hay una palabra que no la tengo, no me voy a explotar la cabeza tampoco. Y si no lo sé, no lo sé. Tampoco es que para algo para morirse. Si no sabe, no sabe. Entonces, usen los recursos que ustedes entiendan. No pretendan que la persona que es nativa del país donde usted va entienda lo que usted le dice en su idioma natural, porque no lo va, o sea, no tiene por qué entenderlo, no tiene por qué hacerlo. Lo otro es que cuando usted habla varios idiomas, cuando usted domina el suyo y domina el otro, usted tiene mayor oportunidad de conseguir mejores empleos. Esa es otra de las razones por las que hay que esforzarse en aprender el idioma del país donde usted decidió emigrar. But I'm saying that when you learn both languages, that where you're from and the language that the people speak,
Yeah.
you have more opportunity to get better jobs. That's what I'm saying in Spanish.
Yeah, I mean, you probably double your chances. Because now, like you, for example, you had a job that was, mainly Spanish speaking, but you could also get pulled to the English speaking side. You kind of are, you have double the chances to have work.
Yeah.
Spanish would probably be best, just because I feel like a lot of people in the United States speak Spanish also. So, yeah, I think that would be... I know very basic. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Buenos días. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
¿Cómo se dice?
Say it in English.
Is it how do you say?
¿Cómo se dice?
Is how do you say?
Yeah, ¿cómo se dice?
Right.
Exacto.
Oh, how do you say cómo se
¿Cómo
dice?
se dice? Exacto.
I can count.
Count like one.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh,
11,
great.
12.
Ya, sí, porque el 13 es difícil. 13 es como que, ya, es súper difícil.
Dulce de leche?
Dulce de, say it again.
Is it dulce de leche?
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche? It's a
Yeah.
dessert?
Yeah, that's a dessert. Like a
Caramel? Cream?
sweet cream.
Sweet cream.
No. It's like a dulce de leche. Is like a sweet milk.
Sweet milk.
Sweet milk.
I don't know when I would be saying sweet milk. Maybe with coffee.
Yeah. Whatever. Bueno, señoras y señores, esto fue otro episodio. ¿Tú quieres decir otra cosa en inglés? You wanna add another thing in English or Spanish, whatever?
I just want to say thank you for having me.
Thank you for.
I really hope I was a good representative for the English language. I really.
Yeah, I'm totally sure.
I'll be back for chapter 2.
I hope.
And I'll bring notes.
Oh, you bring notes?
I'll bring notes.
Yeah.
We'll bully each other.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Okay, waiting for the chapter 2 with Hanna.
Yes.
Okay. Sí. Bueno, mi gente querida, un abrazo. Esto fue Is a Story Maker. Dejen su comentario, suscríbanse a mi canal, denle like y hagan todo lo que se debe hacer cuando uno emprende una página nueva. Así que nos veremos en una próxima entrega. Yo espero que usted lo haya pasado bien, como yo lo he pasado con Hanna. Gracias, Hanna, por venir. Thank you for coming.
De nada.
De nada.
I'm fluent now.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I created a monster.
I was,
Oh, my goodness.
I was a monster way before that.
Yeah, I know. I'm agree with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Sí.
Mi gente, un abrazo. Nos vemos en la próxima entrega. Chao. Is a Story Maker. Suscríbanse,
Chao.
denle like, denle a me gusta, suscríbanse, comenten. Y nada, nos vemos en la próxima entrega. Chao.
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 Adiós.
Adiós.
Buenas noches.